And we've got some new details, as Joe mentioned at the top, released just in the past hour or two now. President Biden's latest executive action. The president will sign what's being called the Buy America plan. This is directing agencies to strengthen requirements so they acquire goods and services from American businesses and workers. For that story and more, we go to Washington, D.C., where Kayla Tausche is this morning. Kayla.
Good morning, Andrew. President Biden so far has signed more than 24 executive orders, and today will bring one more. This one strengthens rules on federal contracts to favor domestic manufacturers. The administration says the effort will apply to some $600 billion in government business, refining what qualifies as American-made and reducing the number of exceptions made through waivers. It creates a new role at the Office of Management and Budget to oversee the effort, and a website where small businesses can scope out these contracts to see if they're perhaps better suited than a big company or an overseas company that might already have a leading position for the bid. It's an issue that the Trump administration targeted with executive action repeatedly, at least 3 times over the last 4 years. And when asked how this specific order is different, Biden administration officials said they're going to close loopholes left open by the Trump orders, even as those orders raise the threshold for domestic content requirements. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, in a call with Biden on Friday, raised concerns about the impact of the effort on the bilateral trading relationship and the intertwined supply chains. Biden, according to the Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister, said only that there would be no unintended consequences. Over the weekend, we also saw Biden hold calls with foreign leaders from the UK, France, and Mexico. The readout said that they discussed cooperation, multilateral agreement on a number of different issues. And one also imagines that they discussed the other order that Biden is expected to sign today, which is a reinstatement of travel restrictions on non-U.S. citizens coming into the United States from the UK, Brazil, and Europe. The Trump administration had rescinded those to take effect this week. Biden is putting them back on and adding some new restrictions for people traveling through South Africa as some of these variants take hold. And also worth noting, Andrew, finally, those 4 leaders that you saw Biden talk to over the weekend with the diagnosis of AMLO, the leader of Mexico, last night, all of them have contracted COVID over the course of this pandemic.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.